Welcome to the next gameplay on TORGiren Plays channel. Today we're going to play Zombie Society, that detective murder case. It's some point and click game in zombie world. Play. New game. Morning, Miss Atsuka. Ready for a new day of work? Good morning, One Eye. You woke up so early as usual, eh? I must say I'm really grateful for your help with the farm now that Lure is away on vacation. No biggie, there are times I feel a bit guilty about helping you with what actually consists in breeding and killing living human beings such as myself. But then, I remember, if that means they all become fine, nice zombies like yourself, I guess it's not that bad. Thank you, One Eye. You're such a sweetheart. I promise you, even if your brain smells awful, one day I'll endeavor to eat you so I can turn you into a zombie too. That's very nice of you, I guess. Miss Atsuka. What the problem, Rumble? Miss Atsuka, you need to see this. It's an emergency. Here, look. When I opened the cell this morning, I found him like that. Can't even smell his brain. That's a funny way to sleep. Atsuka, I'm afraid he's not sleeping. He's dead. Zombie Society, detective, murder case, story and programming. Okay, so there's a murder, and we are the only human in this world. Adobe Animate System. Okay. We can skip, but I like to see the credits. Maybe there will be some. No, nothing interesting. Mark, Wayne, you're finally here. Thank you for coming on such short notice. We came as fast as we could. What is the problem, Miss Atsuka? Please, just call me Atsuka. Atsuka, Eka. As for the problem, you'd better see for yourself. Brains. What happened here? Oh, Mark, I really don't know what happened. Our most precious brain is dead. Oh, my brain. Such a waste. I see. Let me have a look around the seal. Let's see. No physical signs. No brushes, no blood, no breathing. They need to breathe, don't they? I'm not expert, but this might have been a natural death. But we always take extremely good care of our brains. What could have killed him so suddenly? So, as I said, I'm not expert when it comes to brains, but I look further into it, I promise. The only thing we know for sure at the moment is that he's really definitely dead. I can't even smell his brain. You're right, I can't either. Let's see. Um, uh, just as I suspected, he has been opened and his brain is missing. Otworzył mu głowę, okay. What? So someone actually ate his brain? This is thief, then. That's a possibility, but let's not jump to conclusions. New evidence. I don't think I can learn anything else from the body. That brain food? I imagine. Yes, it's called a pizza. We buy them from Gingy's Pizza's place. Oh yeah, now I remember. New location. What's that? The brain. Okay. Is there anything we can check? Okay, this is evidence. The nerd's brain disappeared. Okay. There are a kind of man who sleeps with his gun, okay, and I've had this hat with me since the day that I died. It's old, dusty, and it's got a few holes in it. I love it. Hint or something? I can't leave the farm yet. Okay. How did you find out about his death? Did you say he was your most precious brain? Consult note, and that's all for now. How did you find out about his death? Rumble, my new helper, found him like that. New evidence. Did you contact the police? I'm afraid I didn't. You're the first one that came to my mind, Mark. So, does that mean you're thinking about me too? What do you mean? The police doesn't really deal with these kind of things. Oh, okay. I just thought. I think about you all the time, and I was wondering if that was happening to you too. Really? Why would you think about me all the time? I really don't know. You're really weird at time, boss. Did you say that? Did you say he was your precious brain? Yes. You see, he was a nerd, the most rare and dainty brain there is. What? Really? No. What a shame. We were waiting to extract his brain in the time for the annual contest of the tastiest brain of zombie society, but it's too late now. How could this happen? And how of all times when Lure is on vacation? A contest, you say? There might be someone who could profit from the nerd's death then. Maybe a rival for the contest? Well, since Zombino's farm has been shut down by the law, there's only one other farm that can rival ours. Its owner is named Arumph, but he's such a nice guy. I could never doubt him. You won't have to, Aka. Let me and Gwen do the doubting. New location, and we're very good at it too. I doubt everything. Shouldn't the nerd have become a zombie by now? That's right. Aka's a farmer. She should know about how this works. how that works. When a zombie eats a brain, doesn't that brain become a zombie himself? True, that is usually in the case, but there are ex, 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 exceptions. We still didn't know how that works exactly. But let's just say that statistically, that it happens 9 times out of 10. I see. Yep, I can't confirm that. Yep, I can confirm that. Okay. The nerd's corpse is missing his brain, but he didn't become a zombie like it offends. Not every brain that gets eaten becomes zombie. Someone must have eaten the nerd's brain after his death. Okay. Win. What do we know now? Maybe the other brains know something. Let's check this out. Well then, Mark, I'll be at the entrance if you need me. This cell is empty. Rumble. I think we haven't been properly introduced. I'm Detective Mark and this Gwyn, my partner. Nice to meet you guys. I'm Rumble Lures and Aka's new helper. I don't know what to say. Did you know that someone ate the nerd's brain and that might be the case of his death? What? No, I can hardly believe that. He was already dead when I found him. So, you were the first one to find the dead brain, is that correct? Yes, that's true, but I hope that won't make me a suspect. Please, I haven't done anything wrong. I don't want to lose this job. Now stay calm. How can I stay calm? I'm dying. I tell you. Come on, you're not dying. You're simply having indigestion. Oh, I never should have eaten that pizza. What are they saying, boss? I honestly have no idea. Brains talk way too fast. One eye. Hey there, One Eye. How it going, friend? Mark, it's always a pleasure to see you. I wish we could met in less unfortunate circumstances. True, you could always visit us when you're off of work. So you could also spend more time with Aka. You devil. What do you mean by that? Come on, don't play dumb with me. I've seen how you look at her. You fancy her. Admit it. I fancy her? I really don't know what that means. Wait, you're telling me that you zombies don't... never mind. It makes sense. So, what's the problem here? Nothing much. My friend here ate a slice of the nerd's pizza and he's now feeling sick. And that's made him scared for his life. How silly. I know I'm going to die. You're not going to die, you big baby. Feeling sick? What does it mean? Alright, you don't know about that. Well, that means that he's suffering. You mean a brain can suffer depending on what he eats? Oh yeah, and let me tell you, the kind of pizza the nerd used to eat would make feel sick anyone. Yep, that's exactly right. I don't know about it. Okay. See you later. Apparently, the nerd had very particular tastes when it comes to food, and another brain fell ill after eating a slice of pizza. Nerd's pizza might have been the real cause of death. The nerd's pizza are way too heavy. Okay, so what you're looking at? I really don't understand what you're saying. I really don't understand what he's saying. They talk way slower than us. You have to train your ears. Okay. Patient. Farm office. Lure is away on vacation. No need to visit his office. Okay, so let's go to pizza's place. Delivery boy. Hello, you must be the delivery boy. The name's Cham, for your information. But yes, that I am unfortunately. Who are you anyway? I'm Mark, a private detective, and I am Gwyn, his partner. For your information. Oh, I thought you were from the hygiene department. Unfortunately, of course, top and they pay even more. I may look at the nobody now, but I used to be a farmer, you know. I used to work in for the biggest and best farm of the entire zombie society. Lures farm? No. Zombinos? No. Okay, I used to work for the third biggest and best farm of the entire zombie society. Arum's farm. What are you reading? None of your business. Can I have a look at your book? No. Can I have a look at your book? No. Can I have a look at your book? No. I definitely know nothing about that. Nothing in, interesting here. Let's go inside. Welcome, kind sirs. Welcome to Gingy's Pizza's place. Previously known as Mark's place. Hey boss, I can't remember this place. I think we've already been here. Now that you mention it, yeah, that's true. It must have been a few years ago. Returning customers then. That's good, that's good. Could I order a pizza? Of course, that's why I'm here for. Where do you want it delivered? Aka's farm, please do. You know the address. But of course, there are my best clients. I'm here this minute. You need to deliver pizza to Aka's farm. Pronto. No way. You despot. I, I, I'm on strike. On strike? I will strike you down if you don't get to work this instant. I want a better salary, and if you only touch me, I will report you for violence at work. Once I'm done with you, you won't be able to report a thing. Try me, Patso. I think maybe we should give these guys the room. Yeah, book. What? This book is extremely complicated. Even the title is hard to read. Może jest do góry nogami. Maybe it's upside down. Really? Maybe that guy is just pretending to read it to put on Earth. That is a book written by brains for brains, and now I know a place where they sell such books. I don't know to talk about. That's lazy bum. I don't care about your book anymore. Yeah, who cares about your dumb book? You're dumb. Fine by me. These books have the weirdest titles. Do they have pictures? I don't think they do. Then they're of non-use of me. Of course they're not. You uncultured swine. These books are for brains only. Besides, you're in a library, so shh. Hello. Shh. This is a library. This shh. I just shh. Shh. That's right. You're in a library, so shh. Shh. That's right. So let's go to the farms. Farmers. Good day, sirs. Do you work here? No, we're on vacation. Can you see my swimsuit? Ah, okay, so I will go there. This gentleman simply asked us a question, Gargle. No need to be rude. Shut up, Zip. You always talk too much. Yeah, we work here. Who asking? My name is Mark, and I'm a private detective. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Oh, a detective. This could be fun, right? Gargle? Shut up, Zip. You always talk too much. You're the one who talks too much. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember about Ham. He used to work here. Good riddance, I say. Okay, nothing. So let's go inside. Cell. Cell is empty. Okay. Most of our cells are empty this time of year. After all, we're days away from the brain contest. And who the brain are you? Mr. Arumph, I presume. I'm Private Detective Mark, and that guy is my partner, Gwyn. We're investigating the mysterious early death of one of Lure's brains. Do you know anything about it? What? Downey. Of course I don't know. I don't. I'm very sorry for for their loss. We farmers must stick together, even when your rivals in the same contest. I understand what you're implying. Go on, question me. I have nothing to hide. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, so he loved his job here. He's never shown me such a sign of it. He was the laziest bum I've ever had in ever had the misfortune to meet. I might have made the mistake to hire him, but he's fired now. Okay. Okay, thanks. That's all for now. Mm, okay, there is no link. Okay, so where we can go now? There is any place that we didn't visit? Office. I like that painting. It reminds me of my first graveyard. I envy you a little. I'm too old to remember my first graveyard. I don't need to use this phone. What a nice day to be dead. Okay, I think we were. Let's back to farm. I need a bookstore. This guy. Oh, did you talk to Mr. Arumph? How is he? Did he say anything about me? Does he miss me? Tell him I miss him. Hmm. Ah, that's all things I can click. Okay. There is something. No, there is map. There is nothing interesting. Okay, so okay, okay. I have the idea. Let's now listen here. You lunatic, answer my questions or I will review a new one. Wow, boss, that's more like it. Hey there's no need for violence. Talk. There's a guy named Tam who bought a book from your store. What do you know about him? Oh, I remember that guy since I usually sell these books. Farmers to train their brains, he stood out quite a bit. He bought not one but a lot of books too, which is strange because your ordinary zombie could never read their content. But with enough training, could a zombie be eventually able to read one? Well, yes, I suppose. After all, I can. Okay, so, okay, thanks. Pulse bookstores specialize in the sale of books for brains written by brains. Sam has been reading many of these books in the recent past. Sam might have learned how to poison a living brain. So let's go. What do you say? I can. I can't ask about my deductions. Ask for hint. What do we know? Let's have a chat with Arumph. Arumph? I thought we discussed everything with him. Okay. That's precisely why I've decided to cultivate the earth here. so we could make our brain food on our own. The brains of Arum's farm only eat the best of food that Mother Nature can provide. That's why they're so tasty. Besides, they say that Gigi's Pizza place use expired ingredients for their products. Okay. Let's talk about that with Gigi. That's true. Ever since they found a mouse on one of my pizzas, my reputation has been heavily damaged. But the hygiene department checked my kitchen many times, and they attested I only used the best ingredients. Gigi's Pizza Place has bad reputation for using expired products, but the authorities confirmed that it's now respecting the hygiene rules. Unfortunately, that's true. Gingis used to have lots of clients, but now that his reputation gotten this bad, let's just say that he's having some money to rubber. I wouldn't call them money uh, problems, but yes, business ain't as good as it used to be. What do we know? Oh, evidences. I know what they say about Ginger's Pizza place, but I can assure you in the past he had very good reputation. It's very good reputation in the past, but it's currently have Gigi's was using bad products to cut his spending, Cannot afford to damage his reputation any further. Confirm. I have at least one suspect. Let's see if I can come up with a Tori around him. Gigi, the owner of the pizza place. Okay. And what does it mean? I don't know. Oh, there is a help. On the left page, you can see the clues you have found. Combine two of them to form a new deduction. Question mark indicates a deduction. Click on it to choose your interpretation of the clues. You can do that as many times as you want. A circle question mark indicates a theory. Choose your suspect, then find the correct combination of deduction to accuse him, her. Click again to confirm theory or to pick another suspect. The red arrow means that a deduction is not coherent with the theory you want to prove. Okay, I think that there is. I think it's too early for. Okay. I think there's is something new here. Can know about. Oh, I thought that was already known. Oh. Okay. I'm used to work for Arunf, but then he got fired. Since then, Arunf has rejected all his applicants to get the job back. That's interesting. I want to another suspects. I can't. I think the delivery boy was murderer. Oh, like his job at the farm. Ah, that means he is interested in zombies. Tom loved his old job at Arm's farm, and he greatly displeased with his current one as a delivery boy. Would do anything to get his old job. Yeah. Okay, so now I have arms and jump. And pick another using desire. Yeah. Yeah, Jinji has nothing to gain from being a brain. Arm with the help of Cham poisoned the nerds in the contest. Okay, that's my type. I really like she could eat like 4 zombies. That's a pity, but you really can't lose the chance to work Fleur. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I have to... New suspect. Yeah, too heavy. What about this? Oh, he must have this after his death. Yeah. Let's go to talk with Rumble. It's still possible that she killed him. Let's take a look at the pizza. He ate all of pizza, so the delivery boy shouldn't have much time to extract the brain from corpse. So let's talk to Rumble. So yeah, I like eating brains. If that's a crime, to me. Of course it's not a crime. Eating brains from a farm, now that would be a crime. Well, I didn't do anything of the sort. She's a new helper, so maybe they hunger so deep. Okay, so Rumble had the time and the opportunity to eat the nerd's brain. She probably did only after he was already dead. I think I've come up with story. think this one is Rumble 8. That's another suspect. Okay, I don't know how to pick up that Rumble 8 brain after death, so this is it. I think I've solved the case. And so I think I can finally say that I've cracked the case. Splendid job as always, Mark. So who's the murderer? Let's clear this up. The nerd died by food poisoning. Poisoning? What is that? What does it mean? Apparently, when a living human eats something that has gone bad, it's bad for his health to the point that he could even die. So that's why the other guy was feeling sick after eating a slice of the nerd's pizza, and that's also why he didn't become a zombie. He died naturally. I don't know about naturally. I'm sure that what has happened was no accident. What do you mean? I mean that the nerd zombies was voluntarily poisoned by someone who had the means and very good reason to do so. And I mean Armov, the owner of a rival farm, and Trump, Gingy's the delivery boy. You're making a big mistake, boyo. With Akka being a regular customer, Cham knew perfectly well the nerd's pizza's taste. He learned how to poison the pizza thanks to Ghoul's books, then put his devilish plan into motion. But why would he do that? Sam hated his new job as a delivery boy, so he came up with a plan to gain Arum's trust back by sabotaging your farm right before the brains contest. Bullocks. I would never hire this guy again. Come on, boss, wouldn't you please take me back? Never. I'd rather be resurrected. You're blaming wrong guy. I'm innocent. You can tell that to the judge, smart guy. But wait, if the nerd died by food poisoning, why was the brain missing? Because someone did eat his brain, and she's right next to you. Ain't that right, Rumble? What? No, you're mistaken. I couldn't. Now, there's no reason to be shy. You were the first one to find the dead body, weren't you? You realized that you realized he was already dead, and so you thought you could eat his brain without being caught. After all, he couldn't become a zombie since he was already dead, a corpse. Could he? Rumble, is it true? Yes, Miss Akka. I'm sorry. The nerd might have been poisoned, but you caused me the biggest disservice by eating the best brain of the farm. How could you? Well then, seems like you'll be coming with me too, miss. Clues found. 16 times instituted by Arrows poisoned the brain's food wrong. Rumble, aka the new Hyper 8. the brain. Correct. So it wasn't a charm instructed by arms poisoned. Interesting. We want to more continue. Okay. Thanks for playing. We solved the case partially. We didn't find the murderer, but we find out who ate the brain. Thank you.